What is going on, guys, and welcome back to my next video. Today we are going to be reviewing chapter 1032 of One Piece, titled Oden's Beloved Sword. In this chapter, it covers a lot, but there are really two main plot threads, which is Drake, Apoo, the numbers, Yamato, CP0, Brook, all of them, and then there's also Zoro, King, or Zoro versus King, and then we also have Orochi and his antics, what he's been up to. But basically, Apoo's he's still trying to get Yamato to join his side. Like, he wants to take down Kaido. He's just very persistent on it for whatever reason. He really wants to do this. But the numbers, Fuga, I think is his name, he is chasing after Yamato. And there is a very popular theory in the One Piece community, I don't know if I've mentioned it or not, which is basically that the numbers are the swordsman that Kaido trapped Yamato with. And I'm not sure if I completely believe in the theory. Right now, this chapter has shown that Yamato and Fuga are at least familiar with each other. You know, Fuga is obviously very fond of her, but that might just be like because Yamato is just a fun person to hang around with at all the parties or whatever. So I'm not completely convinced that the numbers are, at least the three main numbers are the three samurai that were highlighted in Yamato's backstory. But it's still definitely a possibility. And speaking of Apoo, he is just incredibly stupid. So he just like picked the fight with CP0. Like, not CP0 as a whole, but just a couple CP0 agents. He started taunting them. You know, he started laughing. Oh, maybe I'll, tell Morgan so he can publish stories about how the Celestial Dragons, they're lapdogs. You know, they're so desperate for Kaido now because Doflamingo's gone, so now they have to go directly. And it's like, come on, man. Like, don't aggravate them. If you said nothing, they would have probably just walked past you. But no, you initiated them. You have no right to feel angry at them. But going back a little, CP0, Robin and Brook come falling down to the whatever floor we're on, the second floor, and following them is the CP0 agents, of course. And the following CP0 agents is Kazenbo, and the Kazenbo catches the CP0 agents, and the CP0 agents are caught on fire. Which at first I was like, no, come on, dude, because I was like, are we gonna really get robbed of at least like a Brook fight or a Robin and Brook fight? If Robin and Brook teamed up together, that would have been great. But I was like, oh, come on, please, like, don't let this be it. Don't just like make them die here. Because, that's like a tactic that like some authors use, to where they build up a villain and then they like make that villain be immediately taken out by something else to like hype up that other thing. So I thought that might be what Oda was doing. He was getting rid of the CP0 agents who are being built up, and to show how much of a threat Kazenbo would be. And Kazenbo is going to be a threat, but CP0's agents are still kicking it. Drake and Apoo, they have formed a temporary alliance to take out the CP0 agents, and the last panel we see of them is both Apoo and Drake attacking them. One of them gets hit. One of them seems to like, okay, so Apoo gets a clean hit on one of them. Drake just like does like a roar. I'm not sure whether or not they'll actually be the ones to take them out. I'd prefer if it would be either Robin or Brook. Maybe Sanji will, that'll be his moment to redeem himself. He hit a woman, but maybe this will be his opportunity to save a woman. So maybe Brook and Robin are fighting. Brook's already out for a count. Robin's struggling against them. She's about to die, and then Sanji comes in and saves her. That's just a possibility, but like certain things would have to align for that to happen. But speaking of Kazenbo, it is going to be a threat because at the rate it's going into the armory where all the weapons are, and the armory so far has actually been a very important piece of the Onigashima raid, because this could just spell the end of the Onigashima, everything. But yeah, that's it for them. Jake and Apoo, temporary alliance. After they're done with this, I'm not too sure what they do. Maybe they'll go back to being enemies. Maybe both of them will get taken out here by CP0. That's a very likely possibility. CP0 takes out both of them, directs the attention back to Brook and Robin, and they'll have their fight. But the second half is about Zoro versus King. So King, just like Queen, actually I don't know why I didn't expect this, but just like Queen, tested the limits of what could be considered dinosaur abilities. With his what's called Brachiosaurus. That might have been the fan translation. I don't remember what the official one was. Of course, we had that, and then just Queen overall was not how Brachiosaurus should be, and they may do the same thing here. King literally stretches his face out and then swings it at Zoro, which is just insane, especially at the speed and length it goes. Like, oh my god. And yeah, it's the same joke. That just like prehistoric times, that's how pteranodons hunted their prey. It's like, no, I'm sure that's not true. Maybe it is. Maybe in the One Piece world, that's just how they are. Maybe. But Zoro is surprisingly very interested in what King is in terms of race. This isn't something that Zoro has ever shown an interest in before, but apparently it's of great importance to him that he knows what race he is. Maybe because he can exploit a weakness that he has. Who knows? Because right now Zoro, King is just outperforming Zoro in everything. Even in swordsmanship, Zoro just isn't able to hold up. He says that he doesn't think he can win without knowing what he is. So I guess if Zoro finds out that King is a Lunarian, then I'm not sure what that would do for him. Because again, he wouldn't know their weaknesses, and the only way he would get to know what he is if King told him himself, which I don't see how realistic that would be. So I don't know what Zoro is gonna try to do to try to find out what King is, but it's gonna be interesting. Also, Zoro hears the sound of a shamisen. So I'm not familiar with how you pronounce it, but basically I looked it up because I just did not know what it is, and apparently it's an instrument used during whatever type of place Wano is, and I think it's what Hiyori Komurasaki is playing, which I'll get to that. But upon hearing the shamisen, Zoro's Enma just goes berserk, and there are two possibilities of this. One, it's because of the shamisen that I'm probably pronouncing it not right at all. It's because of the shamisen that the Enma just goes berserk, or it's because of Zoro. Maybe he's pushed to the brink and Enma is trying to get him that victory. Who knows? Maybe it's a combination of both. If it is Zoro, then it would be weird for him to point out the shamisen, so it probably is it probably is the instrument that's causing Enma to go insane. And what is Enma even doing? I'm not too sure. I don't want to make any predictions just yet. I don't think there's enough to say. I don't think there's enough to say right now. Maybe Oden's haki that was infused into Enma is reacting to Komurasaki, who is playing, or Komurasaki aka Hiyori, who is playing the shamisen. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure during the Oden flashback it might have shown Hiyori playing it. Again, don't quote me on that because that might just not be true. But maybe it's that, Oden's haki is hearing his sister, not sister, his daughter, and is reacting to that. But speaking of that, we're finally getting to it. Orochi also hears the instrument. He goes and he finds Komurasaki, aka Hiyori, and Komurasaki is she's playing along. She's going back into her persona, and she's here on Onigashima. And this is something that people were really wondering, what is Hiyori doing? Why is she even here? It's like it seemed like her purpose in the story hasn't been done yet. So what is going on with her? They haven't even shown her yet, and she's here now. She is, and she's been here since Onigashima took off apparently. So I don't know what is that. But there's also the argument that it isn't even Komurasaki. It's just Orochi like dreaming or something, or it's someone else. Maybe it's Toki. There's the chance that it's Toki. I don't think it's Toki. I still think it's just Hiyori. But she's definitely gonna try to do something here. She has to have a plan. Maybe she's gonna try to kill Orochi here. I don't know. But I am excited to find out what happens next chapter. Now for my prediction, I don't exactly remember what I predicted. Was it Sanji or the numbers? I don't even. It might have been Brook and P0. I don't know. But let's just. Oh wait, I think it was Zoro versus King. I could be wrong. I think I predicted Zoro versus King. Which, if that's the case, then I got my prediction was right. And for this one, I'm gonna predict Orochi and Komurasaki. We're gonna see how that plot thread leads to in the next chapter, which is what I'm predicting. So yeah, overall, a pretty good chapter. I think it's setting up more things than actually like putting them into execution. So I am excited to see where all these plot threads are going to go. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.